In this I'm going to cover how do we get to unique scales like Mixolydian flat 6. How do we even, where does that come from? And it's actually much simpler than you think. So we're going to I'm going to do these on all kinds of unique scales. So we have Mixolydian, alright? Regular Mixolydian. It's just a flat 7. Instead of a major scale, it's a flat 7. It's a major scale with a flat 7. So we know that comes from being the 5th mode of a major scale. Very bright sound. Okay. Now, Mixolydian flat 6, on the other hand, there's one tone difference. And that makes a big difference in the sound. So there's a huge difference in the sound quality there, just by one tone being different. That flat 6, compared to a Re 6, okay? The question is, where did this come from? And if you take a really careful notice, we go a 4th up, it's F minor, and melodic minor, the traditional version, okay, that's where it's derived from, is part of the melodic minor scale. Now in tradition we have this where you have to lower it and raised going upward, lowered, downward, raised going upward. So that's what you're taught in tradition. And at one point somebody, probably around the turn of the 19th century or around that time, decided, what happens if we just not lower anything? This is not lower the 6th and the 7th degree. And what happens furthermore, if we use a different root as our home plate, and that's where it comes from, the non-raised version of melodic, or the raised version of melodic minor only, hanging out in the 5th version, the 5th scale degree, I'm sorry. Literally is the same concept as natural chords. If I take C major and play on the 2nd mode, that's Dorian. Your ear hears the D as the home plate. This goes the same with Mixolydian flat 6. It's not hearing its related minor scale as the home plate. You're hearing that that's what you're hearing as the home plate. There's the clue. That's what it's hearing. So it's the same as hearing Dorian, let's say, but now a scale derived from the melodic minor raised. So the ear is not hearing the F minor that it's derived from as the home plate, it's hearing this as the home plate. So that's the big clue. That's where it comes from, and that's the clue. As long as it doesn't shift to F minor and make your ear think you're in F minor, you're actually in Mixolydian flat 6. So if I do something like this, let's take the beginning melody. Mixolydian flat 6, now I'm Mixolydian flat 6 again. Mixolydian flat 6 again, just chromatic meter modulations. So I moved that scale around. So the key point here is this scale is derived from the raised version of melodic minor, the 5th degree of the raised version of melodic minor. And as long as you don't modulate Now that would be what would happen as long as you don't change your root source to the melodic, the minor version it's related to. It's its own scale, just like Dorian's its own scale. As long as you don't switch from Dorian to Ionian, you will hear the Dorian root as your home plate. Same goes with Mixolydian flat 6. And I hope this helps clear things up. We'll do this for all kinds of scales that you may not know where they come from. So take care.